Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Name is Mono. Today we'll be playing more Digimon World 2003. Can you hear with us? I hope so. It seems a bit quiet. So yeah, last week was an absolute write-off. Came into nasty old something, whatever it is. I could barely speak. Speaking required a lot of effort. I'm not streaming in that state. I can't give my all, so it's not something I wanted to do. And then by the time Monday came around, the internet decided it wasn't going to work. I finally discovered what that was about, but hey. Anyway, before we get started, I just want to say something. So, what was it, 2 weeks ago, I think? That would be the 3rd, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, on the 3rd, I hadn't actually checked the Digimon subreddit. I really should have. And I discovered this less than an hour after finishing the stream while I was talking with a friend in Discord. That good? Yeah, that's good. So, Operation Decoded, you might know from, let's see, Digimon World Redigitize and Digimon World Redigitize Decode. Well, this team released their Digimon Story Lost Evolution translation. Now, when this game came out, I was still in high school. I'd been waiting to play it for so long. Had it been in my notifications, or if I had checked the subreddits, it would have been on the wheel. It might have even been my stream game, and frankly, maybe it's a good thing that it's not. I'll just say it's kind of complicated and doesn't really suit a mouse. Let me just do a quick set of function here. 3, 2. Okay. So yeah, this is really cool, and it's basically all I've been playing ever since that stream day, except for a couple of hours ago. I'll get more on that in a second. I'll explain that in a second. Yeah, it's really cool, and my best Digimon is... Actually, it's not my Walgramon. It will be, but it's not. Right now, my best Digimon is a Dorugreymon, I think. Really cool game anyway. It reminds me of the old DS Digimon game era. It's probably the best of them. That's not to say it doesn't have its downsides. Those downsides are the reason I didn't want to stream it. Anyway, let me get rid of this, and we'll hop into the game. Hopefully this works. And unpause. Can I have music? Can I hear this game? Be nice. Is it this? Where is my input? Give me a moment. For some reason this decided to not play on my side. I need to connect this to this. There we go, now I can hear it. Alright. There we go. Everything looks good. Alright, so last time I got my backside handed to me by, what was his name? The Pharamon. Yeah. I know, I was warned. I was told that I probably couldn't fight him, and I ignored it. And I probably got my ass handed to me. That's okay. We talked a bit on Discord, and it made me think, you know, what are my other party members? Because Guilmon isn't going to cut it on his own, and he plays a supportive role in general. So obviously, I'm going to pick Patamon as my second, because Patamon is just... Patamon is one of those jacks of all trades. Patamon can do whatever pretty decently. it starts off with quite mediocre stats, but it gets a lot of good skills along the way. And plus, you know, Angemon 9 being a healer gets the best heal techs really early on, as far as heals go. So we're going to go with Patamon. Earlier today I decided to raise Patamon to be the same level as Guilmon, so we have a healer now. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to cruise through the rest of the game, but it means it'll be a little bit easier. The other thing I need to do is I need to backtrack, because I remembered what I missed. I know someone's probably shouting at me for this. We need to go back to Asuka City for two things. First off, we need to go and get the fishing rod, which we spent about 10 minutes grinding spiderwebs on you to get to it, the one after the other. It happens. We might be able to do some Digimon battles on the way there. And I need to speak to someone in the inn, pub, whatever they're calling it. Steakhouse? I don't know. Some sort of restaurant. Yeah, here's Angemon. Angemon at the moment is not set up for anything in particular. Angemon is really tanky though, so I found, well, more tankier than Guilmon is anyway. This seems a bit loud. Let me turn it down. That should be fine. Alright. Let me get the cursor off the screen. Yep. Oh cool, I got a power charge. I've been using those to level Patamon. Patamon's not very good in leveling early on. Kinda the opposite of Guilmon. Oh, and while leveling I accidentally got a loaded tech. I don't know if I can do anything about that here. Let me have a look. Oh, I can't. No, I can't. Oh well. So loaded tech, you basically select a technique, and every Digivolution on that Digimon can use that tech. So let's say that I loaded double power. Well, Wargramon and Gallantmon can now use double power without having to learn it themselves. I think the only penalty there is a slight increase in MP usage. It's whatever. Well worth it. Also, yes, I'm sharing equipment between Patamon and Guilmon right now. I'll fix that. Don't worry. So yeah, we're backtracking. For only the first time, because this game will have me do it a lot of times. This way? This way. The other thing we need to do is visit the gym. Because I have a lot of training points saved up. I was hoping to save those, but it is what it is. Overall though, we're at a level where most Digimon aren't too difficult to fight, even for this Patamon. As for what to train, there is a tutorial in the Digimon lab that tells you, roughly what you should train, and for Patamon and Guilmon at least, I agree with it. Since we're going to Asuka City, I'll just run through that real quick. Sometimes it's telling you how to get the most out of Digimon, sometimes it's telling you how to get a certain Digivolution, or a certain alternate Digivolution. That'd be really cool. And as for the outcome of the training, I've decided that I'm not going to save state or save scum, because it kind of defeats the point of the training having a fail condition. So whatever we get, we get. If that means we fail 3/4 of them, then so be it. They'll just mean more grind. Right, let's begin. So the training here, it works on a best of 3, but actually a best of 4 system. If you collect... No, it's not best of 3. It's each attempt at training you attempt 3 times, and if you attempt the third one and complete it successfully, you will get a final bonus. This changes a bit later on, but you know. Before we do this, I'll go to the tutorial thing. Just quickly read through that. Lots of things to do. Unfortunately, I have not yet got Groundmon's Steel. It would make things a lot easier for things that are coming up. Other thing I noticed is the experience for certain Digimon. Unfortunately, this only further reinforces my belief that Kumamon is absolute garbage as a Digimon in this game. Kumamon has the slowest growth rate of all Digimon in this game. Yes, even Vmon is faster. Guilmon and Renamon are incredibly fast, to the point where Kumamon's max level is nearly 1 million experience, where Guilmon and Renamon are around half of that. Yeah, we're gonna rest here because it's cheap. I can probably go to El Dorado now. I just need to buy some equipment. Buy some cheap equipment for Kumamon or something. I think it's this one. Yes, please. I will show you clues on how to raise your Digimon to Digivolve. I will display the data on your satellite. Kotemon can learn Agumon and Vmon types if you train Machine Tolerance. Once it learns Ultimate, train its Strength, Machine and Wind Tolerance. Train Wisdom and Spirit, which are hardest to increase. I'm not sure why I said that, but hey. Renamon trains Spirit or Strength and Defense. This is because Renamon's one of the best spell users in the game, but Renamon works just fine as a Strength and Defense standard. Patamon train Wisdom or Strength. This is because Patamon is an all-rounder, you can go for Wisdom or Strength. Agumon, if you increase Dark Tolerance, it will learn Dark-type Digivolution. If you don't know this, go watch Season 1 please. Guilmon, its parameters are partial, so the key is to strengthen its weaknesses. What it means is there are certain parameters of Guilmon that are incredibly bad. I'll show you those in a sec. You should probably train the weak ones to begin with. Alright, so what do we have here? Let me just strip Guilmon's equipment so we can get a better look at this. Alright, so we can see that Guilmon, true to his nature, is a very aggressive Digimon. He's got really high offense, pretty high speed, and his wisdom's pretty good too. This basically means that if you want him to be a caster, you're going to have to train hard on wisdom. You should probably train a bit of defense. A bit of defense would really help Guilmon right now, let's be honest. We're also going to train a bit of speed and a bit of offense. That sounds about right. That should cover Guilmon's main weaknesses. Tolerances we can't actually train right now. They will come later after Seiryuu, I think. Patamons. Patamon, in my opinion, can go either way. However, look at Patamon's attack. That is criminal. His speed is pretty low as well. Having a little bit of speed will really help out Patamon. At least that was my previous experience, just so you don't get double turned. And I'm not sure whether I want to go physical with Patamon or try and use its spells, because MP can be difficult, especially later on when your heals get really expensive, basically like Phoenixmon. On the other hand, there are items which can make MP usage easier. Yeah, I think we'll just train Patamon as a spellcaster with a little bit of speed. Maybe focus a little on defense. Just the bare minimum. Alright. So let's equip Guilmon up. We'll give Guilmon the good stuff. Yes, I've got 2 swords now. I haven't got any accessories yet, but that will change soon. And we'll put Guilmon in the lead, because I would like Guilmon to get his steel soon. Alright. Yeah, so for the most part, I agree with what they say. It doesn't really tell you how to train Agumon, but it tells you how to get something cool, which I like. Agumon will get his Dark Tolerance up eventually, it's just a matter of when. If you want it earlier, you gotta train Dark Tolerance. Like I said, you can't do that right now anyway, so... If you would like, Agumon can just store TP. Agumon is good enough as a Digimon without training. But for this party, I think we need to do a bit of training. Now, Guilmon and Patamon each have 40 TP. You can use 10 each, which I think I will do. This will hurt if it really, really fails, but yeah. So let's start with, we're not going to do yoga, there's no point. Guilmon doesn't need it. We'll do a bit of defense and a bit of speed. See how that goes. Here we go. Yeah! It's a good start. Yeah! Come on, Guilmon, don't prove me wrong here. Yeah! And here's the third one. Nice! Very good first attempt. Very good. That's Guilmon's defense sorted, basically. I thought I heard my phone going off for a second now. It's just a call. Alright. Jump rope. I did say speed is important, so let's make this count. He's Guilmon. This is one I need. Oh. Okay. I'll take 2. Let's put Guilmon's speed and defense equal. Should I train speed more? Wisdom is a little bit low. Maybe I'll train the speed once more? Guilmon hit pretty weak on Fire Mom. But then I've got a strategy to fix that, so... We'll go 1 into speed and then 1 into offense. We'll do wisdom later. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. You got this. Come on. Okay, nearly 200 speed. It could be worse. 1 into offense. Alright. Oh. Okay, 2 out of 3, that's not bad. Right, Patamon. I'm going to train speed a little bit. Patamon's about to become the most buffed Digimon ever. Wait, Patamon? Patamon, chill. Patamon, chill. Patamon just became Sonic. Well, that speed's sorted. Happy with that. Spirit is magic attack power and also magic accuracy, I think, so... Yeah, we'll train one Spirit. Oh, nice. Does anyone else mash the X button whenever they're training? Not that it worked there, but... I've always done that since I was young, because I always felt it helped. We'll do 1 into Wisdom and then 1 more into Spirit, I think. Basic math, Patamon, come on. Wisdom is always good. A lot of magic text can be really devastating early in the game, so... Oh, good, good. Patamon's healing is going to be incredible. Nice. What I said about Patamon about to become buff, it's coming true. Patamon was the Digimon Galemon wished he could be. Oh. Spoiled it. Oh well. I'll take what I can get. So these are pretty equal looking Digimon here. Kumamon's gonna get ignored as usual. The third spot in my team, as I said, will likely be Vmon. Vmon gets a lot of cool Digivolutions that aren't incredibly hard to get. The catch is that Vmon is harder to get, which is fine. I think it's after the third badge. Right. So training done. Galemon and Patamon are buff now. Let's go get the fishing rod. The Digimon here can be a little bit nasty sometimes, however. We are buffed now. You should not have to worry about this anymore. Luckily, the way that the Digivolution experience works, it's not too difficult to train Groundmon. I think it's shortly after level 10 the rookie experience gets a bit ridiculous. These are, I believe, the same Digimon you encounter in the forest that I was training Patamon on. Do not remember what level Groundmon gets Pick and Claw at. A bamboo spear, spiderweb, and a red snapper. Here we go. The best fishing pole ever. Only the best fishing poles. Pokemon, you only get an old rod. This game, you get the best. Just like that. Was I the only one that heard the Metal Gear exclamation mark? I can't make the sound, but I know what it sounds like. I played enough Metal Gear Rising. Alright, we're not going to fish right now, it's probably a bad idea. And besides, we're not in the right place. If we want to be fishing, I think we need to be in the Kicking Forest. Speaking of, so I missed a step when after talking to the Gavin card kid, I can't remember what he's called. Card Boy Hero or something like that. After that, you're supposed to go to the bar here and talk to one of the customers. This guy. Ah, here we go. Debbie. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. No. I saw Vmon the other day. He was looking for something at Wind Prairie. I wonder if Vmon is still at Wind Prairie. I wonder if he'll play with me next time I see him. I hope so. I'm going there first. But yeah, before I do, I'm gonna go have a look at the Eldorado, see if I've got enough charisma yet. If not, then I'll just throw some garbage equipment on Kumamon. That should get me enough charisma. The problem is Kumamon's weapon is unique to Kumamon, so not ideal. Are you cool yet? Aren't I? Oh no, I'm not very good at Spanish. Hola, amigo. Welcome. This is an Item Maniac's Eldorado. You're cool. I'll give you an Eldorado ID. No, I don't want to hear about item information. It was the A button thing again. If you've ever played a Pokemon game and you're looking to heal your Pokemon, you go to a Pokemon Center and you're like, A, and you skip all the way through the dialogue, and then it starts again because you keep mashing A. The correct way to do it is to mash B, but in this game you can't do that. You can only advance the dialogue with X. You can't advance it with circle, triangle, and square. You have to go through it. Something that really annoyed me after playing Pokemon. Oh well. My movement delayed? No. Let me just get rid of this. Right, notification. There. Alright. So with that done, I should explain why I went there. One of the things I went and got was a notepad of when I need to go to the auctions, because the auctions make the bits in this game so much easier. No, I'm not going to use any of the exclusive equipment, I just want the bits from it. I wonder, can I go in here yet? No. I don't know when this unlocks. But the first time we need to come back here will be after the Seiryuu leader. I think that's supposed to be Seiryuu. As in Holy Dragon, I think? Like that. It's based off of the 4 Digimon, what do they call them? Guardians, I think they're called, something like that. They were super relevant in Tamers. Alright. So we're going to go to Protocol Ruins, but instead of talking to Pharamon, we're going to go to Seiryuu leader, and we're going to start the whole Tirana Valley thing. With our increased stats, we should be able to handle ourselves in Tirana Valley now. If I was recording, this is probably where I'd cut. Watch me go in here and get a bunch of spider webs. Because I know it'll happen. Yeah, because speed and evade, because accuracy and evade chance is tied to your speed, having lots of speed is always useful. And the reason why early game is so dangerous, because, well, you don't have any speed training and you've got no speed equipment, so... We shouldn't need to heal, we'll be fine. We're not going after Pharamon, so... I don't think the game forces you to fight Pharamon. Wow, 500 damage, not bad. Yeah, as far as Digivolution experience is concerned, you could grind on Kunamon all day if you wanted. I think I did just that of my original playthrough because Kunamon was super easy. I think there's a chance to return here later, and that's when I'll fight Pharamon. Wow, one shot into Kugumon now. Yomon, go. Level 10. Nice. We are 2 levels higher than I originally attempted Pharamon at. Maybe. Not right now. I'll just get stuck here. There we go. There we go. And around. Yep. Easy peasy. Music here is so amazing. But yeah, for Seiryuu leader, if you want to skip Pharamon for now, you just take a right at Pharamon and jump. Goblinmon. Sorry, Gobirdmon. Translation, I guess. I think this was the accepted translation for Goblinmon, so... that was half the damage. That's 17. Jump. Yeah, that usually happens. I'm not sure why. Like I said before though, Minotaurmon is a glass cannon. Hit him hard and he falls over. Especially important for when you see him the second time. Who are you? I'm busy right now, so don't bother me. So, I'm sure he says go to Tyranno Valley. I'm a bit concerned that I might have to fight Pharamon. The reason why I'm concerned is because I originally left the emulator running because I had a bunch of blast gauge built up on Patamon, but well, my computer crashed while I was chilling pre-stream, so I don't have a blast gauge anymore. Not ideal, really, is it? I guess we can do some training. On where I am now. I'm stuck. Come on, game. There we go. Got it. It's funny, I said last time I still had it, apparently not, right? Oh yeah, fair warning. Now that we have the fishing rod, there's actually a place where you can go for really good experience if you're running Cubimon. Sorry, Venomon. Here, yep. So if you come here and fish, you will get a Divermon. You're not supposed to be able to fight these yet, but Cubimon can actually take one on pretty well. If you don't hurt it quickly enough, it'll probably run away, but Cubimon has lightning attacks early on, so with enough training, you might be able to take one out before it can run. Loads of experience to have. Of course, there's also the chance that it'll just like one-shot Renamon. But it's pretty cool. Wow. Alright. Okay, so with any luck, Vmon should be here. Sadly not the good Vmon. You want to play? Then what should we play? Whoa, Vmon. I want the tree bits. Tree bits? Oh, the bits for kicking trees, another one. Yeah, sure, but only if you play with me. Sure thing. What are we going to play? I know. I'll go hide in the kicking forest, and you have to find me. If you can find me, I'll give you the tree bits. You lose if you leave the forest without finding me. And if you leave the kicking forest, I'm gonna go home to eat. Okay, I'm gonna find you. It won't be that easy. Count to 10 and come to the forest. This game. Younger me got really frustrated at this. Okay, counting to 10. 1, 3, 5, 2, 8, 7, 10, 9. Was that too fast? No, don't worry, I can count. Oh well. Okay, let's go find him. He probably thinks we've already disappeared. But yeah, this has a real secret to it. And I didn't notice it originally because, you know, old school game playing on tiny TV. There was no way I was going to see this. I believe it's around here somewhere. The problem is you're supposed to find Digimon, but then you get these encounters. Ambush. Actually, this gives me a really cool opportunity to show off the Digivolve, because I've never done this before. At least on stream anyway. Come on, Shink! Ah! Cringe! Yeah, I used to be able to do a good Digimon voice when I was younger, but I can't anymore. Oh well. I'm sorry, what? 9,000 kilobit per second? Let me check this out. No, it's CBR 6000. Weird. But yeah, whenever you get ambushed, you're a rookie, so... So, Digimon is actually hiding here, behind this tree. Unfortunately, there's no indication of such, and you just have to keep checking trees. However, it didn't occur to younger me that if you get into a battle, wouldn't that be the end of the game? Because, I don't know, younger me thought that way. Oh wait, you couldn't even see my cursor, could you? Oh well. Anyway, okay, I'll give you the tree bits, just like I promised. Hey, you're alright. I'm a bit impressed. Here, take the tree bits. Cool. Thanks, Female. Yeah, I got the tree bits. Good for you. Okay, I'm going home to eat. Or should that be good for you? Because could you imagine how many people he's given the tree bits to because that kid keeps spilling the beans? Or rather kicking the trees? You'd think he'd be awfully fed up, right? Anyway. So kicking bits. All you do is walk up to a tree, press X. Oh. And you get a radar. The radar shows how close the Digimon is. So you can see it's kind of slow, it's not very close. So we're probably looking somewhere else for it. Oh, it's very close. It's very, very close. Here it is. And that's how you kicking bits. Sometimes you get a cardamom. I wish this Digimon appeared in more games, but then I guess it wasn't really required, huh? And Cardamon can be a bit rough to fight at this point in the game, if you're untrained. But I've trained, so... damage. Alright. And for defeating Cardamon, you get boosters. That's how I collected cards throughout most of the game, because I'm terrible at the card game. It's okay training. However, there's actually better Digimon to train on. Especially if you run a Renamon team. I'll show you in a second. Shall we go open the booster? Why not? Let's go. You take the booster to Divamon like you requested. Yes, there are Divamon in each city. And it's a bunch of rookies. Of course it is. There's the cards that you can buy here. They're not that great. Probably good for this point in the game. Right, while we are here, let's build Patamon's equipment. I think I need to save 800 bits total. As for Patamon's weapon, I think I'm not going to bother with a weapon. I'm just going to give him a shield, and just that'll do it, I guess. So we'll buy one tin helmet. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay, that's fine, that works. And one tin mail. And then I'll go and equip the shield manually. The reason I'm not buying a weapon for Patamon is because Patamon will probably not make a lot of use of physical attacks, especially later on. I know that Patamon's spells are kind of lacking, but that's fine. Unfortunately, at this point in the game, there's no right hand shield, so just have to make do with what we got. I think there are a handful of other weapons that have defensive attributes too, but oh well. I'll go buy a bunch of these. I don't really need that many. Probably about 5. We'll buy a couple of antidotes. We'll buy a couple of revived discs. And not sure. DV plugs are too expensive. It also would be nice if I could remember which one Pharamon was weak to. We'll buy one Mach plug and one life disc. Don't worry about money, we'll make money. Alright, so the goal is to get Ground on his steel. We'll need it in multiple places coming up here. Because it's kind of the whole point of picking Guilmon early game. Otherwise there's no point. From what I know of this game, the buffs that you can actually apply are not very good in random battles like this. Because they're usually after 1 or 2 attacks. It's not really ideal to spend a turn buffing just to spend 1 turn attacking. You'll still take 2 hits. So. Oh, okay. Well, there's Guilmon's first ultimate. Yeah. So technically speaking, you could train Metamamimon up and get Metagarurumon, which... another injustice. Metagarurumon is not very strong for a Mega in this game. It's Metagarurumon's follow-on evolution that's strong in this game. Because it's where they dropped Mega Gargomon. Because we don't have Terriermon in this game. Alright. So, the actual best place to train, in my opinion, is right here. So the fishing game is, you've got to hit the yellows to get a cardmon. The greens just spawn a normal monster. I don't really care about the cardmon, I just want the monster. Seiryuu. The reason is because Seiryuu has a really nice drop that I want. Oh, that was. It might be a bit difficult, but it's worth the pain, in my opinion. Plus it's really good rookie experience, so we could do with some of that. There's the speed coming into play, giving us a second attack. Maybe Seiryuu's just, you know, slow, but... Alright, one Seiryuu down. It's about half HP, it's not bad. And there's rookie level, it's nice. No drop though, sad. So yeah, I used to spend hours grinding as Renamon these Seiryuu because they are easy, they drop nice items, and you probably have a healer, just as I do. So, good stuff. Alright, next. The other place you can train at this point in the game that I quite enjoy is Tirana Valley. If you've got a Digimon with high fire resistance like Agumon, you have no problems training there. Oh, and the good thing is, because we're doing this, we're going to build up a bit of blast gauge, which will really help Groundmon out. There's that speed coming into play again, effectively doubling my damage. Let's see that little tick of blast gauge going up. Let me just capture cursor. Yeah. Over here, this is your blast gauge. This reaches max over here. You're gonna digivolve. What is it? A surprise. Anyway, I'm trying to get Groundmon to pick and claw. Hopefully that'll make grinding this much easier. I realise I just went in for another battle without healing. That could be a disaster if I don't get a double attack. That's fine though. Something I should point out though, because I chose to not train Kumamon, I am going to miss out on a DNA Digivolution. Oh, nice block. Groundmon and Bearmon, Kumamon's evolution, Grismon, can DNA Digivolve together. Unfortunately, because if you, like me, choose to forgo Kumamon, and DNA Digivolve, and it's really quite useful early in the game. It's a strong attack. Something similar to, you know, like a signature tech from a champion. Oh, there's another little bit of blast gauge. If we get to the point where the blast gauge is nearly maxed, we're gonna switch Gilmon out. Patamon's equipped anyway, so... I remember that the drop rate for this is not good. But that's fine, that's fine. I think it's ice power? Oh. Oh, I just see what I did. We'll be switching to Patamon in a moment. Oh, nice block. Okay. After all, in some games, the best way to take no damage is just to not take damage. Or you can just take damage anyway. Oh yikes. Should I stay in? Risk it. Yeah! The risk paid off this time. It won't always. If we get Picking Claw before the next battle, I'll probably just head off to Tyranno Valley and we'll fight there instead. There's a couple of things that I want from there. Oh, hello. I guess we're getting a Cardmon. I think the fish Cardmon are a little bit stronger than the land Cardmon. We shall see. The fish Cardmon are annoying at this point in the game because not only are they more tanky, they also have a habit of running. I think I can take this one hit. Ooh, I think I got it. Go on, go on. Yeah, just about. Just about enough. And there's Picking Claw. And for, well, sometimes when you defeat a Cardmon you get an R booster. This is supposedly a booster full of rare cards, but I haven't seen it. Much later on, like Arbiter, what was it, 9 or 10? They're the good ones. These early ones, not so much. Right, so yeah, we'll just go to Tyranno Valley now. We'll fight some Tyrannomon, maybe see if we can get a drop. Fight some Triceramon, I really like a drop from those because that would sort me out. Unfortunately, there's no Tuskamon here. Tuskamon is the Digimon I really want. People, veterans of this game will know why. Although they nerfed the Canticrest in this game, it's still pretty useful. Ah, Tyrannomon, perfect. Alright, Pick and Claw, attack and steal items. It costs a little bit of MP, but it's worth. Definitely worth. Okay, we can train here. I would say he's even a little bit easier than the Seiryuu. A lot easier than the Seiryuu, okay. So yeah, this is a good place to train. It's also a good place to train Renamon. Notice a recurring pattern here. And yes, if you Pick and Claw kill them, sometimes you get the item from them after they die, during the lit screen. Unfortunately not this time. It would be nice if I could get the accessory to drop. It would be nice if I could get the usable item to drop so I don't have to farm it later. There's a Triceramon I'm after. Triceramon in my experience is a little bit stronger than Tyrannomon. Kind of as he should be. Oh, there's the item I was after. Yeah, so you need one of these TNT balls. I know this much. TNT balls are pretty nice if you've got one Digimon left and you just want to get the finishing blow, or if you want to lead with that weaker Digimon and just, you know, hit once and then switch out. Or sometimes you want to have the strategy where you have your weaker Digimon go last, and if your two strong Digimon faint, then you use Life Disc to get them back up. That doesn't always work though, as I've discovered a handful of times. Sometimes the boss Digimon gets a move before you do, even after you switch. Alright, Tyrannomon. Give me your item. The whole reason that Groundmon exists in this game. I know that later on you get a better steel ability that claims to have better steel rate. That would be nice. We're a long way off yet though. So in terms of MMO terminology, having Groundmon is like having a rogue in the party. No drop. Every good party needs a rogue. Or is that a thief? What do you think? Oh, Airdramon. Oh, thank you for the subscription. I can't pronounce that name. I'm not very good at that. I don't think Airdramon has anything to steal. It's not very often you see Airdramon up here though. It's usually a bit later in the game before you see Airdramon. I don't remember if Airdramon has a good drop either, so... Let's just keep moving. It's a notification. Not Triceramon. Oh, Triceramon got the jump. That's weird. You don't often see that. Especially in a speed-trained Guilmon. Oh wow, more than half HP in one hit? I'll take that. And a double attack? Wow. Triceramon really rolled bad initiative right there. Having high speed in this game is like having a natural 20 for initiative. Ah, I wish I could have watched that. Oh well, I shall watch it later. Come on, steal, 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 steal. Well, that's a block, yes, but that's not steel. I'm not so concerned about that anymore. Come on, Tyrannomon, just give me the accessory, you know you want to. This is prep for a Digimon that's coming up fairly shortly. Oh man, I'm getting lots of subscriptions. Please feel free to let me know where you're coming from, like if you're coming from the Digimon Discord or something. I need to make that more visible, I think. I can barely read that. Or maybe I should be using my glasses, you know. Unfortunately, you've come at a time where this stage of the game is mostly grinding. It will be over soon enough, don't worry. Alright, can we have a Tyrannomon, please? That'd be nice. Something about this game I noticed while I was on my last playthrough. Sometimes the encounter rate feels like it's one in like a couple of minutes, other times it's I need to take one step at a time and get one encounter at each step. Especially later in the game where you're trying to progress through a certain dungeon and every time you take a wrong step, your Digimon is one step away from the grave. Oh yeah, I have to remind myself to check the blast gauge. I did say I was going to swap Guilmon out if his blast gauge gets too high. Oh, he's fine. I think the Digimon that most worries me in this game is... what do they call it? I think in this game it's called Persiamon, later on they call her Bastimon. Is a cat-like Digimon that knows the ability called Helter Skelter. It de-digivolves your Digimon, meaning that any strategy you had going is now completely broken, because you need to now spend a turn digivolving, or switch to another Digimon. Both of which cost you a turn, so... Probably the most annoying Digimon in the game. Must be getting close to Lightning Blade now. I think it's like level 40 or level 50 or something like that. I'm certain it's Tyrannomon that drops these. Maybe I'm just getting horrible luck here. I shall have to heal after this. There's that speed coming into play again. It would be super nice if speed impacted the steal rate on impact on Picking Claw. I'm thinking of something else. Yeah! Finally, alright, grind done. If I need more of them, I'll come back and get them off screen. I'm not sure why your message got filtered, but you like Tyrannomon, here's my fetish, big body. Oh, you like that sort of guy, eh? I really like the Tyrannomon line as well, especially after recent changes. Rust Tyrannomon really finishes out the Tyrannomon line and gives it the mega it deserves. I know technically speaking the Metal Tyrannomon line ends with Machine Dramon, but I quite prefer Rust Tyrannomon, to be honest. Also, Rustaranemon's really strong in Cyber Sleuth. Alright. So let's give Digimon the firepower. Oh yeah, this see this? Yeah. Purple stat is the curse from Cardamom. It just slightly reduces its effectiveness in battle. Nothing to worry about. I think later Cardamon have a stronger curse, so you don't need to worry about it at this point in the game. Just healing it and in will remove it though. All good. Younger me used to get really panicky when I saw the cursed thing. I thought, oh no, my Digimon is permanently weaker. Whatever should I do? I had a lot of situations like that. Pokemon and Pokerus. What was it? Final Fantasy VII had something like that as well. Alright, by now I should have enough money to do the auction whenever that comes about. Yeah, I've got enough money, good. So hopefully that's all the grind that I need to do. Let me just check, make sure there's no like trigger or anything. Huh? Okay. Right, so we're gonna go check in Terreno Valley, see if Master Tyrannomon will fight, and then we'll go to Protocol Ruins if that's my last resort. Then we'll go fight Pharamon. Hopefully, I'll win. I'm like 5 levels higher than I was last time, so I should win. Between that, the training, and the new item, we should be good. Well, okay, yeah, you're in a forest ambush tree. Yeah, I can understand that. I think Widmon is weak to fire. Don't quote me on this though. Ooh. Widmon's weak to fire. Quote me on that. Oh yeah, and if you come here later you can get Agumon, assuming you're one of the few that don't get him already. Okay, yep. I definitely have to go to Protocol Ruins first. The order in which I do things in this game is a bit mixed up in my head, so sometimes it's like, I need to go here, but I don't know when. I think there's a few situations like that where, yes, you can go to the place, but you don't necessarily need to go there now. And what I'll do for the Seiryuu is probably come here after Seiryuu leader and we'll fight him before we get in the What do they call it? Not monorail, something else. Gondola, that's the one. Come on, please. Wow, 42 damage, is that all? So, Seiryuu leader tells me to go away. Master Tyrannomon says he's hungry. I think we have to fight Pharamon. Now, I could certainly fight, you know, only the Digimon I need to fight. However, what would be the point in that? You need to grind at some point in the game anyway. Did I? No, I'll just go on. And before there's yet another trigger in the game, which is like, oh, you need to speak to this person in this place and... Camera? Camera? There we go. Sorry, that happens sometimes. My camera decides to shut off. Let me get the cursor out of the way. And this brings me back to the time before I had internet. Trying to work out where I need to go and stuff. Wait, that's not quite right. When this game was current, or rather when I managed to obtain this game, internet was one of those things where you had off-peak hours, and during those off-peak hours the internet usage was free. So if I was, say, playing during the day, I would need to wait until night before I could go and look up what it was that I was missing. So let's say, for example, the Vmon thing. If I was playing at 2 PM, I would have to wait till 6 PM to be able to use the internet. But that's not right because it's 6 PM. So I need to wait until 8 PM after dinner before I could use the internet, which would give me a grand total of an hour. Not really ideal, because then I would have to wait until the following day to actually do it, if I remembered it. Man, I hated dial-up so much. Alright. I should be able to win this time. Worst comes to worst, we'll just heal spam with Patamon until we can get to Magna Angemon. Hopefully it works. If not, well, that's a lot of lost progress. Well, no, I saved fairly recently. Alright. Before we do, we're gonna have So yeah, we'll just have Patamon heal. Okay. I hope this works. I recalled core memory that even with Renamon, this was a close fight. How should we start? Should we go to double power? Yeah, we shall, yeah. Let's hope for a double turn. Come on, speed. Oh, he's going for the poison first? Eee. I know. I do have an item to heal it, but it's not really worth. It's not too bad. I think we should go for it. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? I think we can do it. I think we got this. Someone just at the door now? Oh, that hurt. I'm going to heal that poison. I'm glad I bought these now. Oh, really? You're gonna do that? I mean, a guard or an evade would be nice. I might just have to spam heals and just... Come on, just attack me. Just attack me. Oh, or that. That'll work. Alright. How we doing? How we doing? 2 more attacks, maybe? Right, I'm gonna go for the power charge here. I know 1 more hit would have me win, probably. I'm just gonna play it on the safe side. Oh yes, the double turn. The speed training came in clutch. Now whatever he does, that's pretty much over. Oh, and the evade? Haha. See, I told you that speed training was clutch. Speed training was worth. Ah. Well worth. Yeah, of course. As praise to you, I'll give you this. Yeah, I got the old wand. Old wand? You're strong. Our gods will be with you. So, that's the item I was waiting for. This is going to be Patamon's weapon for a decent portion of the game, actually. It's better than a dagger, and it's the only weapon for a little while. It's got a spirit on it, and it's got nice charisma. That's nice. Alright, if Seiryuu leader doesn't want to battle now, I don't know. Hey, here we go, but if you really want to, then defeat Master Tyrannomon in Tyrannon Valley first. Oh, you want to be a Metal Greymon? Funny story, I actually had 2 Digivolve and Greymon toys when I was younger. The first one met a nasty accident with the wall. I won't explain it too much, but I'll just explain that the wall killed it. The second one is missing in action. I have no idea where it is, because I lost a lot of the Digimon toys in a recent move. Unfortunately, the only one that survived, or maybe thankfully, is the Groundmon. I'm actually thinking of building one of those figurized models on stream at some point. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, but it probably won't be live cam. It'll probably be me taking pictures throughout, because that's the only way I can justify it. You got a Vmon this early? Wow, hacks. Anyway, yeah. So I believe the trigger was in fact Pharamon, and that I was wrong last time in saying that he was an optional boss. I may be confusing it with an optional boss that later appears here. Don't drop Spiderweb. Don't drop it, just don't. Good. It would be an injustice to the grind that I spent doing last time. I believe you only need to come here one more time throughout the entire game. Sorry, that's need to come here one more time. Because there's optional stuff that you can do in the post-game here, which may have been what I was referring to. Like I said, when it comes to this game, my head's a little bit jumbled when the exact order of stuff is. It may have been because of the amount of time that I spent playing this game and not really getting anywhere. There was also a period of time where I had no access to the internet as well, so running around, talking to everyone, doing hundreds of battles for no reason whatsoever, those were the norm, yeah. I wish they weren't, but hey. Alright. I'm still out of breath from that encounter. The good news is that Master Tyrannomon also gives us a nice weapon. I think it is a claw weapon, so that's nice. Although we won't be using it for very long if I recall correctly. I think there's a weapon in the following city that trumps it. Oh, the stream cut out. Oh, there it is, it's back. Can we heal? No point, really. We'll just save and move and get a move on. As far as I know, if you can take down Pharamon, you can take down Master Tyrannomon. They're both ultimate Digimon, I think, as far as I know. Most of the bosses in this part of the game are. No, Seiryuu Leader has a couple of champions. I think it's the next leader that has ultimates. Strange, my first run, I had Groundmon with Lightning Blade by the time I fought the thing on the gondola. I had War Groundmon by the time I fought the second leader. Don't ask me why, I don't know. I had Gallantmon by the time I fought Yakko leader. I did a lot of grinding. Absolutely unnecessary amount of grinding, but hey. Oh look, I'm ambushed again. With a nice block. Yeah, signature techs are generally worth using, at least early game. Once you get some decent weaponry on you, like the two-handed weapons from the Asuka Heavy Armory. If you don't have a physical signature tech, it's probably not worth. Which is nice because Guilmon has a lot of really nice signature techs in the early game. I think Lightning Blades is a physical, which is even nicer. One of the meta Digimon in this game, I think it's Kotimon's line, they're all physical. It's like, just spam attack to win. It's easy. Alright, Tirana Valley. I don't think we can start the quest for Agumon yet. Let me check. Nope. Not until after Seiryuu leader, I think. However, at least in this boss, we won't need antidote discs. Stop. Wait. Need to heal first. Okay. Master Tyrannomon at last. We meet again. Oh, a challenger! Master Tyranno, fight with me. Sure, I just ate, so I'm at full power. Right on. This will show how strong I am. I personally prefer the dub in this game compared to Digimon World 2. I've yet to play the mod I was talking about last time, so maybe one day. Maybe after I play Lost Evolution and redigitize Decode. Although those two I don't think I'll stream. Those last two I think I will play in my own time. But it takes more than that to beat me. Master Tyrannomon is so weird in this early version of the game. It's just a reskin of Tyrannomon. This. Later on they gave him a minor redesign to set him apart from the other Tyrannomon. Anyway. Let's start by buffing. Because we will have at least 3 turns. Oh, he's leading with Master Fire, is he? This is what I was talking about when I said that techs can be pretty devastating in the early game. Because they completely bypass your defense and you can't really equip for them this early, so... More than that, there's actually something that will impact your annoyance later on. That's buffed. Well, at least he's slow. It's because I'm using firepower. If you've got the thing from Seiryuu, you have no problems. I might swap to Patamon. Depends. How many of these have we got? 5. Eat this. Speed up. Alright. So I should be able to attack and then follow up with a heal. Oh no, he's normal speed now. That didn't last very long, did it? I think because I'm using firepower, my damage is halved on him because of his fire tolerance. Oh, Guilmon's back to normal, is he? Okay, whatever then. He's at half HP, let's just keep going. That's not a lot of damage, is it? No matter, we're fast enough. Come on, Grandma, you can do it. Gotta go fast. It gets even better later on. And there's double power load. Very useful. Now, as far as Metamamemon goes, he's kinda useful. He gets a really nice mechanical ability early on that hits quite hard. Should we get to the point where we A, can't train more Groundmon any further, or B, can't train Groundmon any further, then okay. Until then, nah. I'll give you this for defeating me. Yeah, I got the Old Claw. Take that to the Seiryuu leader. Then he'll battle with you. Thanks, Master Tyranno. Seiryuu leader is pretty tough. Be on your guard. I think that's true, by the way. He is pretty tough. The reason why is because if you've got firepower on like I have, like a total idiot, you're gonna struggle. Just a warning. So what we're going to do to counter that is we are going to go down here, fight Digimon until I get a drop. And then we can go fight Seiryuu leader. What are we doing for time? Yeah, okay. I sort of want to go fight Seiryuu leader this stream instead of potentially leaving it till another time, because if I close the game, I'd use my blast gauge. Fire chip. I don't recall that one. Chips are worth a lot though, I remember that. I definitely remember chips being worth a lot, so... Alright, kicking force, let's train. Well, that's not right. Let's fight Digimon till they drop. HP good? HP is good. Alright, Digimon. Drop it or else. It's a good thing I've got the firepower on. It'll give me more time to steal. Less time spent fishing, more time spent stealing. Drop it. It's as if I'm speaking to a dog. What is this? No take, only throw? Wow, Groundmon is really fast. I remember fighting these with Cubimon and there it is. Got the drop halves after. And only getting one turn at a time, if that. Sometimes Digimon gets a second turn. Atomon, save me. So yeah, now that Patamon's trained, we'll be using an Air Blast and over attack where possible. Wow, 300 damage isn't bad at all. That's not bad at all. Very nice. Alright. Now, is there any others? I don't recall there being any other powers that I can steal this early in the game. So I guess we save up and then go challenge Seiryuu leader. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm glad they have a confirmation on that. I forget if Yanramon is weak to wind. I'd say that's pretty weak to wind. Maybe I should heal before I forget the second time. Oh, that's a meaty heal. Patamon absolutely making up for the time that I put into it earlier. I think it was around 2 hours-ish or so to get Patamon caught up. Nah, I'm not gonna heal. Let's just save and go for it. I forget if I need to go to Protocol Room, so... I seem to remember he is already here. There's a couple of times in this game like that where you go to a place where a person was expecting to meet them to do the thing for the story and they've already moved. Or they meet you at some spot halfway. Oh yeah, I think he's already right. First things first. I'm gonna take the firepower off. Wait, maybe. Water power. I'm pretty sure he's got a Tortamon, right? Tortamon, I can't remember if it was weak to lightning. So firepower really hurt me fighting Master Tyrannomon. Would Tortamon also be weak to fire or not? No, I'm gonna leave firepower one on. I'm gonna give the water to Patamon. I don't need to, but hold on. It'll be useful eventually. Alright, let's do this. Zero? No. Yeah, he is already here. Seiryuu leader, I defeated Master Tyrannomon. Now will you battle with me? I see. You have the old claw. Alright, make your move. I hope this is good. I love this music. Alright, what do we have on this? Okay, we still got the life disc. That's fine now. We buff or not? I think we buff. I was kind of hoping for a double turn now, but... Okay, that's not too bad. I will need to heal at some point during the battle, but hey. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, double turn, let's go. Just enough damage as well. Oh, Tyrannomon, yeah, this is what I was fearing. So I'm going to have a problem dealing damage to Tyrannomon here, aren't I? Oh, nice parry. Yeah, sure enough, I don't do a lot of damage. Tyrannomon is slow though, so that's fine. Okay, I can take that hit. Tyrannomon's fairly strong against fire. Yeah. Before I do though, I'm going to use one of my power charges. I know looking at my HP I don't really need it, however. I expect him to get a turn after this. Oh, and a double turn, so yeah, he's going to get a turn anyway. We'll probably get power goes back to normal after this. Oh, his last Digimon is an 8-mon. I don't remember where Tortamon came from then. Yeah, there's normal power again. I'll just fight him. He'll be fine. I remember that Renamon really hurt from this guy's attacks. Well, this is going to be a close one. It's going to come down to who's faster. Come on, get him on. Yes! Then it's a win. Oh, come on. I thought I had it. Go on. Make your last move. Alright. I wasn't expecting it to go so easily. Maybe I grinded a bit more than I usually do. But a win's a win. Sometimes you can get a drop from him. I can't remember what it is, but I suppose it's not really worth it if I can't remember. You're pretty good. What's your name? Name is Mono. That was an honourable battle. Alright then, Mono. Take this with you. I got the Seiryuu badge and a silver ticket. You will need them in the battles ahead. They're important items, so don't lose them. Hey, thanks, Seiryuu leader. Challenge Suzaku leader in South Sector next. You still have a long ways ahead, but you can do it. Good luck. I think we got it now. From here to the end, no more game overs. It is what I hope, but this game has always surprised me in the past. Alright. So before we do anything, since we've just defeated Seiryuu leader, we are going to go to Asuka City, we're going to do the auction, save up, and that'll be... Lucky Mouse? Who's Lucky Mouse? Oh, it's Hacker Man. Okay. Oh, okay. Game is self-aware. This is an announcement to everyone playing Digimon Online. We will be undergoing emergency maintenance at this time. Because of this, you won't be able to return to the real world, but you won't be charged during this time. I repeat, everyone will be playing for free. So this is the game that sort of pioneered the we're stuck in an MMORPG sort of thing before SAO made it super popular. I wouldn't say it's the first piece of media that started it, because I would probably say there's going to be a book that started it before this, but this is definitely one of those initial impacts of, you know, what happens if we're playing a virtual dive game and we get stuck in it? Is the consciousness forever going to be stuck on the internet? You know, that sort of thing. The questions that we had to ask ourselves whenever people were thinking of MMORPGs in the future. So yeah, we're stuck here and we can't leave, but we're playing for free, so infinite game time, right? Oh well, what happens in the real world? Do these kids have school? Aren't their teachers going to be worried? What about parents? Anyway, yet again we're going to be backtracking. It's worth it though. Absolutely 100% worth it. Now, this kind of begs a question. There's a big boss coming up soon. I'm not going to spoil which boss it is, because those veterans already know. But we may need the blast gauge for it. Sure, I could do it in my own time and just raise the blast gauge before my next stream. Or you could just keep going until we get there. It's not that far. Since nobody else is here, I guess I kind of have to decide for myself. I'm not particularly tired, but I also don't want to get into a situation where I'm streaming for 4 or 5 more hours. Because while I could play this game for that long, I'm not sure I could talk for that long. I can already feel it in my voice, it's already going. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to give it up. Yeah. As soon as we get the auction done, that's what we're backtracking for, by the way. I'm gonna call it there. We can't be that far away from Grandma's signature tech either, which is kind of cool. Lightning Blade is just an all-round good tech. It's not as crazy as, say, any of Kotemon's lines, because Kotemon is ridiculous. It's not as good as, say, Renemon's lines, because, well, in some ways Renamon is ridiculous. Especially once she gets to Sakuyamon and her other megas. Renamon is absolutely ridiculous in this game. Not as broken as, unfortunately I have to say it, Marsmon, Kumamon's mega is incredibly broken in this game. And that's one of the megas we're actually going to. It'll make the whole Gallantmon package work so much better. You'll see what I mean. Alright, so if after the Seiryuu badge you visit Asuka City before getting on the gondola, there's an auction. You need 800 bits, I think. It's either 700 or 800. It's not incredibly difficult to have that amount of money sitting around by the time you're this far into the game. Even after I splashed out on 2 Digimon, I'm just fine for money. Oh, oh yeah, and if you failed this by not having enough money, you don't get it until way later in the game. It's not particularly important, but the real reason to have this item is actually just to sell it. Yeah, it's for Patamon, I know. $500 bits. 600 bits. 700 bits. 800... Yes. Alright then, I bid 800 bit. Wow, 800 bit. Anyone above 800 bit? For an item that sells this much, you don't want to spend 800 bit. Yeah, it's a pretty cool item. Alright, let's see exactly how much better it is, because I forget. Is it worth? It is... Oh, it's worth. Yeah, we'll equip it for now. We'll sell it when we get something better. Or another wand. One of the two. We don't need the bits right this second, but it will make it a lot easier once we get the heavy armor on. Especially since we'll get to the point sooner or later where we don't need a shield. In fact, that could be really quite soon. Anyway. If I recall correctly, the yellow cruiser should have changed its cards by now. No, it hasn't. Interesting. I suppose it's within reach that you could acquire one or two of these cards before they disappear. Especially if you do the Digimon strategy that I mentioned earlier. But honestly, I wouldn't. It's not worth it. The money is better off saved and spent elsewhere. Right. Let's heal, since it's cheap here. And save. Ooh, so that was an eventful stream. We fought not one, not two, 3 bosses. You won't see a lot of that in this game, let me tell you. At least not for a long time. A lot of this game after this will be running around doing odd jobs, doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing, honestly. Like, dealing with cards and fake cards and masks and Digimon suits and, hey, all sorts of things. Anyway. Thank you for coming, and sorry to the viewer who just showed up, because we are just ending. Thank you for coming though, and have a nice rest of your day.